tain't got to look no further. Every day you grow a new feather on your wing. Because what confidence does is give you that engine, give you that push to be daring, to tell your fears, not today, baby. You in the back seat of this here life. Hi somebody, hey somebody. Welcome to Rebel for a Spell, where it's all about you and me. And our search for clarity. We step outside of our comfort zone so that we can probe and prod and process all things so that we can become the best version of ourselves. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching, leaving the comments, the sprinkles of love at Instagram or here at the YouTube channel. Today we are going to be talking about confidence. We're talking about confidence, something that may be elusive, but I believe truly is a revolution. A revolution that we all should fight for and push for and hope to achieve and live and breathe. Because let me tell you, once you have that, once you train your brain, your body, you will feel as if there is nothing that you cannot achieve. So darlings, thank you for visiting us. Thank you for giving us your ear, your heart, and your time, because we know you got your own life and you could be doing so many other things. So let's get into this real fast before your girl starts to melt. Darlings, so for some of us, let's be honest, especially if you've grown up a certain way, been in certain relationships, our confidence can take a kick in the gut, a kick in the face, a punch. It is totally lost and tossed in the wind by somebody who made us feel so worthless, voiceless, without any sense of self-worth, any sense of self-esteem. Whether you lost your job, or you've been bullied as a kid, or you're in your 20s and you're not sure who you are and where you're going in your life, or you are just a human being. Confidence, how do we align and define? So darlings, get in here. Offering you 5 nuggets, 5 tips of how you can light that fire within yourself, because darlings, you deserve, just like the next woman, just like the next girl, just like the next man, just like the next boy. I'm an island woman, honey. So my upbringing, my surrounding was different from maybe yours. So your example is different. But this is what I say. In some societies, let's call a spade, darlings, confidence is rewarded. Yes. Even within the same society that you are from, that I'm from, confidence is rewarded to some, and confidence is not rewarded to some. Here's what I say. It is yours to have, but you've got to believe you deserve it. How you can come, go and get your confidence fire. Having an example, having a guide, having a prototype of somebody that you have seen, an example, whether it's in a book, whether it's in your own life, living and breathing that confidence by example. For me, thank the Lord. My brother and I say this every day. Thank the Lord, thank Allah, thank Buddha, thank the universe that our mother was chosen to be our mother, because she, for me, I tain't got to look no further. Example, here's a woman that came from nothing, according to some. She didn't have the last name, she didn't have the pedigree, she didn't have the this. Her village was poor, her mother was this, her father was this, And you know what my mother said? 'Tis mine. That's what my mother said. 'Tis mine, and I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna make it happen. So us growing up, we saw that example, what we can be, of who we can become. So having an example of a role model for you, and some of us from African descendants, yes sir, let's call a spade, darling. Your girl is sweating under this dress. So if you see some little sweat buckets, Have pity on your girl. You need an example. For some of us, and I actually said this to one of my friends, my Korean friend. Hi, Christine, if you're looking at this. I said, Christine, let me ask you a question, because we speak plainly, you know. We're from different races. She's from South Korea. I'm from the islands, you know, I'm sweating. I said, let me ask you this. When you see or when you hear in the news or when you read about somebody in your country, because she's living in America now, if I may say, Christine, I hope I'm not telling you a story. But I said, do you feel that sense of pride or accomplishment? Does it extend into your heart and soul when you see or read about an accomplishment, however small, from somebody in South Korea? And she said this to me. I also asked my friend from Mumbai, India, the same thing as well. 2 different conversations, 2 different times, 2 different people, and they both said to me, no, I don't feel that. I don't feel that extension, that I am being lifted by that. I just say, oh, that's good, that's just somebody, and that happened to you. Guess what, darlings, that changed. There was this movie, a Korean movie that won an Oscar for foreign film. I'll put the name up top. It's not coming to my tip of my mouth right now. And I said to Christine, your country won the Oscar for best foreign film. And you know what Christina said? When I was so filled with pride, she got it. She finally got it. Having an example of somebody, let me come closer to this cam, somebody who looks like you, whether it's a gender, whether it's skin color, whether it's hair. And thank the Lord, I got the strength through my Aunt Jay to go, au natural, an example of something that you can model. What has that person given you when you see that? Permission to be who you dare to be, who you don't even believe you can be, but somebody out there did it, so why can't I? We need that example. For some of my Caucasian friends, and I've talked to them as well, sometimes they don't feel that. Because, you know, if you have always had access to certain things, or you've never had to struggle in the certain capacity, because nobody can live and breathe what you live and breathe, whoever you are, then you can, right? So they may not have that immediate understanding. But for us, I know according to me, seeing another, let's call a spade, seeing another dark-skinned African descendant female rise up, child. Yes, sir, yes, ma'am. There's my example. So that's where you can get confidence from, okay? Find somebody in your home, in your house, in your book, in your village, and model of what you can become. If you want to be a scientist, if you want to be a mathematician, whatever it is, a linguist, find an example. They're all out there, even in parts you don't think. Well, let's just keep talking about confidence, how to define it, and how to align yourself so that you can light that fire within your soul and achieve all that you can. Number 2, confront your fears. That's what you have to do. Fears are, you know, necessary. They're part of life. They're instilled in us in our DNA, and even as we're growing up as a kid, you know, don't touch the fire because you can burn your flesh, you can hurt yourself, you can burn the house. That's what fear is, right? A little barometer within us to tell us, protect yourself, be okay, be safe. But what fear also does, darlings, let's tell the truth. That's what rebelforaspell is all about. Oh, this feels good. Fear sometimes, often, especially in my experience, fear sometimes holds us back from exploring all possibilities, because that feeling of, oh my gosh, if I step to the left when I normally step to the right, I may fall. Oh, this has never been done before, so what if I do that, I may fail. Some of us are more risk-averse than others, and that's okay. That's okay to call a spade, but we know within ourselves, deep within ourselves, when fear of not doing or fear of inactivity of a thing that you really think you need is holding us back. So we have to confront our fears. I feel that very often. It may not seem that way because, you know, I'm on this channel and I'm doing my cha-cha-cha and my rumba and all this and that, and I'm having fun with you guys, but I feel the fear. But you know what I say, darling? I even have it all over the blog, rebelforaspell. Fear will not own me, darlings. For a long time it did. Fear will not own me, darlings, because let me tell you something. My great-great-great-great-great-great-grandmother, she was a slave. Yes, she was. Yes, she was. And if she can overcome what she overcame, I'm all right. I can push through my fear. I'm not disregarding my fear or diminishing it, because the stuff I've been through, I'm sure the stuff you've been through are heavy and hard to go through. But it's not going to own me. So I have confronted my fears. And one of my fears, Jones, let's call a spade. A spade was opening this channel. Absolutely. I thought about opening this channel for a long time, but I said, oh my gosh, I'm opening this channel and I have to talk, I have to be on camera. And oh my gosh, this could happen and that could happen. And now this is what I say, Jones. Huh? I'm going to live this life, baby, because I got one shot. So you know what your fears are. If you have to write them down, I did. I wrote down all my fears. And I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fears going to be your prison when? Ask yourself, your fears, are those fears going to be your prison? And if you say yes and that's all you need, then you're going to be stuck right where you are. But your girl is not going to be stuck. I can think and say and breathe anytime to anybody. Whenever that day comes and my eyes are to be ready to close, I'd say, you know what, darlings, I have lived. I did not let fear own me. No, sir. No. Think about it, darlings. Number 2, overcoming, confronting your fears. Thank you for watching all the videos in the playlist. We're talking about confidence, how to define and align so that you can spark the fire within yourself to achieve all that you hope and even what you don't even know you can achieve. That's why we call it dreaming, right? Nothing is impossible. All right, darlings, number 3, curiosity. Curiosity. I am naturally a curious person, but I recognize some people aren't. Curiosity to me is how I have been able to direct my self-learning. Curiosity is how I direct my self-learning. So even though, let's say, for example, if we talked about the first one, right? If you haven't been able to find a guide or example that shows you here's somebody that has done this thing that you're thinking about doing before, or has given you the confidence boost that you need, you don't have that, or you're not been able to confront your fears, if you're curious about a thing, that sparks so much more, right? Why? Because let me tell you, if you do not know how to drive, but you have that burning desire inside, I wonder how, almost like a child when you're discovering the first time Jello or something gooey that's so intangible and so you've never touched it, you never felt it before, but you're curious. It sparks that inner flame. That's what I love about curiosity. And the thing that works with curiosity in building your confidence and helping you define your confidence is you direct it. So right there, because you, my darlings, are in the driver's seat of that, it empowers you. It empowers you to say, I came up with that thought. Again, we're not talking about narcissists here. No, honey. The channel ain't got no time for narcissism. You had that thought, you had that idea, and you pushed yourself forward, and you read about that in an article, you inquired about it here, you learned a skill, maybe it's the first time you're going to a library and using the library's database. All of that is you empowering yourself forward, and that is a beautiful thing. And the more you are curious, the more you are intentional about learning and directing your learning, darlings. Every day you grow a new feather on your wing, and it's a beautiful thing. Darlings, that's why I opened up this channel and we have these types of topics, because I need for you to know that you are deserving of all and more that you believe you deserve. Regardless of how much money you have or don't have, regardless of the color of your skin, regardless of your gender, of your socioeconomic bracket, darlings, that's why we're having this topic today, confidence. Number 4 in the 5 steps of how you can define and align your confidence. We've got to learn to direct our bodies with our mind. Yes, direct your bodies with your mind. Body language is a powerful communicator. Body language is a powerful communicator of confidence. Yes, it does. Let's talk about it. We live in a shallow society, a superficial world. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And if you walk into a room, you're on a date, you're going into class, you're going to an interview, and your body language is this, just for demonstration purposes, you're slouched over, your back is hooked, like I'm showing here in this demonstration, and you come in with your head down, and you're walking like this. Right away, the perception, your body language has already been read, and whoever's the receptionist, whoever is a security guard, whoever, they've already passed that message along the way, even before you've gotten into the interview hall, even before you sat down for your date. There's somebody who does not believe in themselves, they're not confident, have low self-esteem, and that's a pushover, and we don't want them in our company because they won't inspire, they won't instill. That's not what you want, darlings. Body language. Even if you gotta fake it till you get it, fake it till you make it, you have to believe that you, mindset again, you'll always hear me reference mindset in this video and many other videos, because what you hold in your mind, darlings, what you hold in your mind shows up in your life. You're going for that interview, you studied about the company, you've read this, you've read that article, you've looked at their financial statements or whatever you've done before to do your research, and you keep that back straight, darlings. Body language again. Body language communicate. Make sure you have a shot of water before you go in that interview so your mouth is not dry or parched. And even if it is, honey, you gather some saliva. Yes, tell the truth, because that's what this channel is about, helping you and you helping me to push through and step outside our comfort zone. Coming back to the saliva in your mouth. Let's have that conversation. I'm doing it right now. You gather some of that saliva in your mouth, work it all around, work it, and so your mouth sends a message to your brain that my throat is not parched, I am not nervous, I have enough fluid and enough saliva to have a proper conversation, so it doesn't cause me to stutter, it does not cause me to because you have already sent that signal. I can handle this, my mouth can handle this conversation. And you keep your back up, darlings. Your shoulders down, not hunched, no. Your shoulders pressed down, like almost like you're doing that tricep. You know that move? Yes. So your shoulders are down, not up in that stance. You're relaxed. You're communicating that you're relaxed. Chest out. Yes, darlings. Chest out. So you're forcing that center of your back to be curved like that. Yes, darlings. And your head, your chin is up. Your eyes laser focus on whomever you're speaking to. What does that body language communicate? I'm doing it right now. I'm looking in the camera and I'm speaking to you. Eyes right at the lens. And I'm speaking to you, darlings. What is that telling you? There you go. Now tell me what this is telling you. What is that telling you? You understand what I'm saying? So your body needs to be directed by what you are holding in your mind. So in your mind, if you're saying, I'm worthless, I'm no good, and the whisper warrior, we keep talking about it over all the videos we have. The whisper warrior is working on you. It's going to show up in everything. Telltale. Perception in this world, the superficial and shallow world in which we live, is everything. Don't let your body betray you before you even have a chance to speak. Or darlings? Next one. Darlings, darlings, we're here to serve, and we're talking about confidence. How can we define and align so that you and me can light that internal fire so that we achieve all that we can? Because what confidence does is give you that engine, give you that push, gives you that platform to be bold, to be daring, to tell your fears, not today, baby. You in the back seat of this here life. That's what we're hoping for you. Confidence today. And we're at number 5. Number 5. Like anything else, darlings, you will need support. Support from your sister girl, your sisterhood, your brotherhood, your community, your family, whatever, your extended friends, your loved ones, people who care about you, because every day you will not feel confident. You're human. Every day you will have your ups and downs, as that is life. You're not always rocket into the moon, right? So if you have a support system you can call on when you're feeling that pang of fear, we talked about it, overcoming or confronting your fear. You're feeling that pang of self-doubt, and we all know how that can defeat us. We talked about it before in reparenting video, we talk about it in almost every single video, self-worth video, self-improvement video, you name it. That inner voice sometimes say, nah, you're not good enough, you can't do this. You lean on your support system. I have mine, I'm sure you have yours. You pick up that phone, you send that email, you say, hey, I'm about to do this. What do you think? I'm feeling kind of low, what do you think? And you know that that resource, that person will have your back and give you that little wind underneath your wings. Huh? So that you can go about and fly into your destiny. And that's number 5 on the list of 5 things, darlings, that can help you define and align your confidence. Number 1, we talked about it, darlings, we talked about it. Number 1, you need a guide, an example, someone who has paved the way. I have my guide, honey. I don't need to look in a magazine, baby. My mama, yes, my mama. She is my example. You go figure out who yours is. There can be someone out there, some people, because their communities are different, their home system is different, they may have some other role model, but it's important to see someone who looks like you, acts like you, someone who you emulate and you can relate to, that you can see, that person now gives me permission to be bad, bold, and daring, darlings. Next one, confront your fears, because those fears will hold you back, including the whisper warrior. Next one, number 3, be curious, darlings. Be curious. Be curious about what you do not know, because what fear does is keep us in our place and only wants us to know what we know. But what curiosity does, darlings, it opens up a whole new world. And you will be in the driver's seat. Number 4, direct your body. We talked about it. Shoulders back, chest up, eyes directly looking at whomever you are speaking to. The last one, support system. Get your sisterhood, your brotherhood, your community of support for when you're feeling low. And it happens to all of us because we're all human. Darlings, thank you so much for visiting us at Rebelforaspell, where it's all about overcoming our fears, overcoming all the things that are in our way, including ourselves, where we step outside of our comfort zone. All right, darlings?
Another video is waiting for you. Check it out.